Hi, welcome. I'm Christoph, I'm CEO of Sensolus, and today we have another session of Track and Talk USA edition. This is our channel where we track how IoT can help you to make all your assets visible, from giant containers to small boxes, outdoor and indoor. Today we're joined by Carson, our sales manager in the US.
Great
Welcome,
Great to
Carson.
Be here. Yep.
So, Carson, as you know, battery life for us is extremely important. So before we dig in of the topic of today, ease of use, I actually want to ask you, how do you charge your personal batteries?
Man, I don't know if my batteries are ever fully charged, but really I get it through just taking time to kind of just step away from things, right? If I'm constantly focused in on work or if I'm constantly focused in on what I'm doing, it really drains the batteries. And so it's nice to kind of take a step back, maybe go out with my wife or enjoy some time with family and just really kind of zone in and forget about everything for a little while, come back to it, and you're ready to go.
Cool. So let us start on the topic of today, ease of use.
Yep.
You have quite some experience in the world of IoT. Explain me from your words on the hardware aspect. Let's start with the hardware. How easy is this solution to deploy?
It doesn't get much simpler than what it is, right? I mean, it's a slap and stick solution, right? You have your tracker, you can mount it in so many different ways, right? We have customers that use zip ties, we have customers that use bolts, rivets, magnets. There's so many different ways that you can easily attach the hardware to any of your assets. Even some customers just slip it in a box or slip it in something that's just very easy to just kind of track as it moves. And so it's very easy. There's no wiring involved. It's battery operated, and it really doesn't get much more simpler than that.
So how does that look for a customer? It just stops with putting it there and?
No, so we generally pre-activate the devices. So we ship them pre-activated, so you don't have to worry about doing any activation process. You just put it into the platform however you see best fit for that, and then you label it and assign it in the platform, and then you slap and stick the solution on the asset and you're good to go.
Okay, cool. So that was an easy step.
Yeah.
So let's move on, the software, because that's where it happens, no?
Yep. Yeah, so the software, it's probably the most time constraining piece of rolling out a solution like this is programming the solution in the software, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of customers that have to go in and individually label each of the assets. We do have ways to optimize this and make it easier, but the software itself, that's where the money's made, right? That's where the ROI is. It's as simple as labeling these assets to match your asset. You can do it through the name of the asset or through third-party IDs in the platform, and you know which asset is tied with which tracker, and it's as simple as that. And then you can start building reports off of those and see it in geozones and see it in alerts and really start to get the maximum amount of ROI off of what your tracker is doing tied to your asset.
So and you don't need to be a developer to actually get it up and running.
That's the best part. There's little IT involvement. It's all just the average worker can easily slap and stick this and put it in the platform and see it on their day-to-day operations.
Cool. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
So of course I think scalability.
Yeah.
IoT, it's on scale. You have been on many projects. Can you tell a little bit on that scalability and that deployment process?
Yeah, it really varies depending on the customer. Some customers like to deploy it out kind of over time. Maybe they just want to start with 50 trackers and then maybe next month they'll do 100. Just do it over time as assets come in and out of their workflows. And some other customers, they just go ahead and spend a week or so and get it done, right? Take all the assets, tag them all, get them set up in the platform. It's really up to the pace of what the customer thinks they need. And after that, it's as simple as getting it done and then having your assets go out in the field.
So it's a bit scale as you go, depending on your requirements.
Yeah. And the beauty is, you can have as many tags as you want in the platform.
Okay.
You can have as many users as you need. And you can give all the users different roles, different permissions to kind of make it make sense for what specific role the customers have. And so it's very easy to scale it.
Okay, cool. So it's proven that ease of use, but can you actually tell us why this is so important for our customers?
Well, if you're a customer, especially in the US, you don't want to spend weeks and weeks and weeks of your year just worrying about rolling something out like this out, right? If it was a wired solution and then they had to go into every single asset and manually wire it to the asset, or if they had to spend weeks just actually doing anything that takes up time from what they should be doing, the ROI kind of ruins itself right there, you know? And so having a solution that's scalable, having a solution that's easy to use and deploy, it just makes the ROI even better for our customers.
Okay, so if you would put it in one sentence, the ease of use, what would be your sentence?
I would say Senseless makes asset tracking easy by the hardware of the ease of solution from the hardware, and then easy through the software and being able to simply set it up and see your assets immediately upon activation.
Cool. Well, thanks for it, because I think you've been a lot in the field, and I always love to hear those stories, because there is where it makes our customers happy. So thanks a lot for this interview, Carson. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, great to be here.
Thank you to you as well for watching this episode. You can always subscribe to our Spotify, YouTube channel, or any other channel where we are, or also go to our website for more insights, webinars, white papers, or more sessions, just as we had with Carson's. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.